Am I on the right? Okay. We're set up. It's running a little late today. Okay. Skip the boring parts by looking at the pinned comment. Let's see what we've got going on today. Wow, we barely took out all-time highs by 20 points. We've just been sitting up here, huh? Yo, good morning. I was running a little late, so I'm just now getting to doing our little analysis for the morning. Need to see if there's any news because I didn't check that yet. One second. I'm trying to do too many things at once right now. So I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. What's up, Tyler? Okay. Will we see Nasdaq correction today? Maybe. Last time we took out all-time highs, we had a massive pullback. But is that what everybody else is thinking is going to happen this time? I don't know. We're just going to trade Trade the charts. We have consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. I think that's it. There's some University of Michigan inflation expectations or something at 10 also. Let's just go ahead and pop a news line on here just in case. I do like longs right here though. Maybe I should start trading a pre-market trade. Price making higher lows when Delta came all the way back down here. That's what's been happening in pre-market, and then I take that trade and it ends up working out. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't want to. I don't think that consumer sentiment is going to do anything at 10, Tyler. I just don't like being in a trade if there's going to be like some latency issues at that time, you know, because Quantower and Rhythmic, even on those lighter news events, will still have some. I'll see some latency issues pop up here. Yeah, I do. Well, this last couple of weeks, I've been freaking spot on. The day after Wednesday, same thing happened. I longed pre-market and then we ripped up one at the open. I'm not going to take it because I don't know what this is going to do. I mean, we could go up, we could go down. You know, same thing as every day. Did you get your coffee? Wait, did I ask you if you got your coffee over the stream right now? My head's not. I was reading your answer and I'm like, wait a second, I didn't ask him that, but I was thinking about asking him. I'll fill you in on why I'm a little distracted later. No, you're fine. Look at this. Look at this, Tyler. Should have longed. Order flow never lies until it does. 5-minute Nasdaq, we're reaching up into this little order block. Can I say that? ES is going back for its highs? I keep zooming in too far. Should have long this, Tyler. We should have long this. Is this music too loud? It looks like the levels are louder than normal. But it looks like my voice is like double. Guess we'll just leave it until someone complains. Okay. Delta got buying up here, but we're kind of stalling out and around this 5-minute thing. This 5-minute green candle on the move down yesterday. Struggling to go higher right here. Maybe a potential short. Even if we did make a little bit higher highs, we're not moving as far as it should be. That would line up nicely with ES up at its highs. Okay, well, never mind. I guess it's just going to keep going. All right, whenever I agree with something with an analysis that somebody says in chat, we're going to just do the opposite. I feel like everybody else was expecting shorts this morning right off the bat. But order flow told us we were going higher. I think that goes with everything. Oh. Most people do better with longs too, right? I guess you can apply that. Yeah, I mean that's what I would have been expecting too, looking at like the 5-minute and the 4-hour. All right, if I see like a huge divergence like this 5 to 10 minutes before open, I'm taking the trade. This is the 4th or the 5th time in this past week, 2 weeks that it's worked out, and I've only capitalized on it once or twice. To be fair, one day it did show that we were going to be going down, and we did pump like 40 points at open, but then we did reverse. So I waited for it and then we took it. I'm journaling it right now to you guys. I thought, where's Knives at? He's supposed to be writing down all my notes for me so I don't have to do it. What's up, trading futures? We're doing all right. We're just watching at the moment. I must say, I called this opening pump. We just didn't capitalize on it. I wanted to take it, but it felt wrong because it's not something I normally do. I don't normally look at pre-market and then enter at open. But this divergence was just, it's juicy looking. However, we've got another one going on for shorts. We just got to keep an eye on it up here. So we had more buying, but price was unable to get up there. Yeah, I'm using it with the, I think it pairs nicely with the tick chart because I can see exactly where price was for that amount of orders. You can still kind of get the same thing on like a minute chart or like a lower time frame chart, but I think I'm also watching just how these candles are printing on the tick chart, and I just think it pairs better with the methodology, yeah, with that on how I'm trying to trade. Seems like a lot, but look how fast it prints. If you go any lower, these candles are going to be printing on there very quickly. And I mean, depending on what else you're using, obviously, if you got a system and you're comfortable with it, don't just start add stuff for no reason, or just because something's working for somebody else doesn't mean you have to add it to your system and mess it up. Yeah, you can watch on Quantower the countdown for the orders coming through. It goes quick. Before I came back to streaming, I did try like replacing my higher time frames with higher tick charts, like a 10,000 tick chart, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. I like the time-based charts for higher time frames. With ES taking out its highs, pulling back, Nasdaq not getting there, that higher divergence that we just, or that bigger picture divergence we just saw. Thinking about shorts here, I just want to see how this prints. We didn't really take out this low, but yeah, I see that. ES went straight back up, almost to its all-time highs. Nasdaq couldn't quite get there. We're gonna short and then we'll add if it comes down to here. If we break these highs, we'll get out. Let's put a stop up there. Just in the one entry for the time being. Could have gotten into this a little prematurely, but I have a place to put the stop and I have reason to short, so it's a valid trade. Can we go? I never got into plotting out the closes and opens of the previous day. Maybe I should. Came right back up into all this. I like that. We just need price to catch up to it. Come on. Keep going. Take one off, maybe two. Oh. Okay, two, and we'll just put a stop on that right there. Basically break even on the third one. I don't know why it's got to freaking stall like that. It's so frustrating. Look at all this selling. Like, just freaking tank. But it wants to do that when we're in longs. And then it wants to rip when we're in shorts. Appreciate it. I was a little worried with it not going, but I just tried to not think about it. And now it's going to move a little quicker now that we got out of 2/3 of our position. We'll take that. I think we averaged 20 points across the 3 entries. Those first 2 were around like 17 or 18, I believe, and then the last one was a little further. But I'll take it. I'm not always going to get like that move that I want on these trades. So best thing to do is just scale in and scale out of it and get what you can and then move on to the next one. I distinctly remember a day where I kept getting break even, but then like everyone, I was taking a lot of trades that day, not an abnormal amount of trades. I was just trying to take like almost every divergence I saw. And then when a divergence would happen, and once I saw momentum start to build, start to scale in, but then quickly scale out. And so it was like no losing trades, but tons of break even trades. But then there was like 2 or 3 decent move trades, like, 30, 40 points. And I was a little worried because it felt like I was over trading and I wasn't sure where my P&L was at. But keeping the risk small by de-risking if it's going against you, it worked out. Your current strategy is open and closes for rejection areas. So I assume you're going for bigger points. How long have you been working on that? Appreciate it, Jeremy. Yeah, break even is a W for sure. To me, it also depends on how the trade was playing out. Like if I sat in some drawdown, maybe a little borderline too much or almost a full stop, and then I get out of break even, that's feels like a big L. But it was nice with Fast Track because they didn't have commissions, so you could just scale in and out of however many micros you wanted, and you don't have to worry about getting ate up by commissions. I think if you have a solid set of rules for your entry, I feel like almost any system can be profitable. It just comes down to your risk management. Like if you get in trades that you're going to take way larger losses than your wins, then yeah, it's not going to be profitable, but you can control that. This strategy that I'm doing could be not profitable if I didn't have the patience, or not even patience, but just the discipline to not add too many contracts, you know, and to not hold on to losers too long. We entered and then it started going against us right away. I could have taken a loss on this 11 point loss and then be like, oh, well, I guess it doesn't work. I'll be right back. I have to go talk to the wife. Never mind, she's on the phone. I was debating on longing there. On the 5 minute, we came back, filled in this gap. Then we wicked off of all this. Okay, I'm glad I didn't. I don't know. I don't really want to take any more trades today. We had a really good week. We've had a really good 2 weeks. And whenever I'm doing really good, I start to get nervous because I feel like that big blow up day is coming, even though I'm not going to allow myself to do that anymore. But Fridays are always a higher risk, just mentally. I don't think I'm going to trade anymore. So let's look at our balance. We'll look at what we did today, and then we'll look at where our account is sitting. Because I honestly don't know. I haven't looked at the account balance since last Friday. So here's our Apex 150K. We took one trade. We are up $480 on it. So was that, did I average 20? I don't even know what 20 points average is with our full contract size. I do 4 times 3 is 12, so it's 12 micros. That's $24 a point times $20, $480. Oh yeah, that's like exactly 20 points. So we did get our 20 points that I'm typically aiming for on those trades. Sometimes we'll get less because I'll start de-risking, obviously, like you saw today, and then sometimes we'll get more. And yeah, as long as it's all averaging out to be green. And then let's look at this week. We are up 2,100 this week. Last week, I think we did 1,800. It's a pretty steady curve right there. So where are we? What is our balance? We're at 153.9. So basically 4,000 in profit, and we have to get to 9,000 to pass, I think, on a 50. I think it's 9,000. I'm obviously not trying to worry about that stuff. I'm just trying to trade. That's why I'm not looking at P&L until when I finish each day, and then not looking at our balances until Fridays. So yeah, we got to get to 9,000. So we're almost halfway there in 2 weeks. It's pretty damn good. But I can't, what's the word? Like, sure, we're up 4,000, but we could easily have some red days next week. So we just got to keep staying disciplined and just doing everything that we've been doing, not get too carried away. But I'm gonna call it there. I have some things going on later this morning, so pretty damn good week. Hopefully you guys are doing well also. Tyler's doing well. All right, sorry for the stream freaking sucked. I was way too distracted in the beginning, and now I got to call it early. But we had a hell of a trade. I plan on taking more of those trades throughout the day or throughout the morning session. It's just today, with it being Friday, now I got other stuff going on. Like I need to just take the one trade and be done. That's perfectly fine. I'm not going to complain about that. Need to secure that morning. Alchife, I'm heading out. But if you scrub back through, you can see, or we took a trade back on, if you want to see the trade. It was back, we entered at around 9:39. So when the bottom is around 9:39, that's when we entered. But yeah, I mean, I would like to take more than one trade a day, obviously, if it presents itself. It's just today, with the circumstances, we're going to take the one trade and be done. Satisfies my addiction of wanting to trade, and it added money to our account. So yeah, but I'll talk to you guys throughout the day, I guess, on Discord if you guys are trading and if you need anything. But you guys have a good day. Have a good weekend. And then we'll see you next Monday. Later.